Hi folks, Dave back here in Studio B, and I'm going to see if I can play the second half of this What If championship game here in 1976 between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. So what I basically did is replace the Raiders with the Patriots, thinking that the Patriots might have defeated the Raiders in that roughing the passer game, and went on to beat the Steelers, and then went to play the Vikings in the Super Bowl. That's kind of what this what if is. And later on, to be fair, I'm probably going to have to play the Raiders against the St. Louis Rams in 2001, just to be fair with that, to give the Raiders their due if they had beat the Patriots and went on to play St. Louis Rams. So that'll be another one here. And that's a lot of the fun I've been having with this Apple football game, because again, it does take a little while to play the game, so you can't get into too many big projects, but you can do these what ifs and do these playoff games, and they're so fun, so fun. This game is just great. As I keep talking about it, I like this game a lot. And so let's get down to the field, shall we? So this is our field right here, as we got the everything going on. Hopefully everything going on here. 13-7. It's 13-7 at the half. Let me just take a look at some of the scoring here that you can't see because it doesn't do pop-ups very well. In the first quarter, 43-yard pass, Steve Grogan to Darryl Stingley to make it 6-0, and the extra point was flubbed. They never even got the extra point away, so it's 6-0. Then Chuck Foreman went on a 4-yard scamper, and that was 7-6 now, as the extra point was good by Fred Cox. And then just before the half, Steve Grogan, 21 yards to Randy Vataha. And that's where we stand. It is 13-7 New England. Now that New England drive here, the first touchdown was only 3 plays, 44 yards. That come off a fumble and a turnover from Fran Tarkington. And their second one was 10 plays, 64 yards, and culminating with a 21-yard pass at the end, at the half. The Vikings, they had a 6-yard, 38-play drive. They've actually had a couple of punt and kickoff returns into New England territory, and still only come out of this whole thing with 7 points. So let's kick this off here for New England. This John Smith will kick off to the Vikings to start the third quarter. And John joined us here, and John's been having a blast playing his games. I've been watching some of his videos and following his stuff online, and it's nice to see. There's a lot of people right now, especially on our Discord, our Patreons, are just having blasts playing some of these games, and it's been fun to follow. All right, let's kick this thing off here, because I got to go to work, so I need to get this finished up here. So a 31 on the kickoff is a P, so that's going to be an 11. So John Smith kicks off the third quarter with an 11. And that will be 57 yards to 09. So John Smith will kick this off 57 yards. And that'll be taken at the 8-yard line by, who's that going to be by? The primary receiver, which is Sammy White. So Sammy White will take this at the 8-yard line. I'll be reading from the K column here, and a 14 is a 31 from the K column. And, he's going to go 25 yards, but we do have a flag. So let's see what the flag is. He brings it out to the 33-yard line, and let's check the flag. New England's had 7 penalties for 85 yards, as you can see. They've been penalized a lot in this game. So 21 on the K column is a 7. That's going to be holding on the offense. So let's see where that took place. So that took place 18 yards into the return. That's just kind of how I do it. So we're going to give a kickoff return, Sammy White, we're going to give him 18 yards. And then we're going to have to assess the 10-yard penalty to the Vikings for the holding call on the return. So that's where we stand right now. 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line, and that's where Minnesota will take over. And I should do a Lions versus Chiefs what-if Super Bowl. What year, Nate? What year would that Super Bowl be? All right, well, we're going to go right back to Chuck Foreman. Outside run. And let's see what New England's playing for defense. They're playing 12, so they're playing CD, so they're playing back. New England playing back. Chuck Foreman, 31-17 on the CD, and he will pick up 8 yards on the carry. So Chuck Foreman goes up the left side. He will bustle forward and pick up 8 yards, and that sets up a second and short. 23-24. I don't have that set yet. I would have to get that set in order to play that game. We're gonna go. Let's go short pass to our tight end Voigt. All right, so we're gonna go short pass. A 64 is a BS. All right, Tarkenton looking for Voigt. A BS, a 13. 10 BS. That's probably good, and it is. He's going to connect for 10 yards. Tarkenton to Voigt for 10 yards, and that's a first down. First down. All right, first down for the Vikings. If I can click on that thing, and I do. All right, here we go. So they're out at the 34-yard line. We're going to go medium pass Ahmad Rashad. 23 on the defense is BG. That's going to be AG. Looking good right here. Looking good. Oh, this is going to be a touchdown. Tarkenton, medium pass, AG, and he connects with Ahmad Rashad, and he goes all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown. So let me take my picture. I always take a picture of the 66s on touchdowns. What are the chances I roll a 66 and the Vikings? They take the lead. Or at least they've tied the game here. So let me just log in this pass. So it's going to be Tarkenton to Ahmad Rashad, and they are not going to catch him. He's going to go, well, that would be what, 70 yards, 60-something yards? We'll just put this in here and see what it says. 66 yards, and it's a touchdown. And what a way to start the second half here by the Vikings. Fred Cox will come in to try to give him the lead. Kicking is an adventure. A 23 is a 6, and he missed it. No way. Fred Cox misses the extra point, and we're tied at 13. So each team has had trouble with the extra point, and just like that, so New England dodges a bullet as Fred Cox cannot convert the extra point. And our Red Sox fan is here somewhere. I know he is. So Cox now has to walk up. He has to do the walk of shame and do the kickoff after missing the extra point. Even I can hit an extra point, for crying out loud. 55. That'll be a good kickoff here. So we're going to get an 11 on the kickoff. I think that's what Smith had, right? Yeah, 57.09. So the kickoff from Cox, it'll be 57 yards. And that'll come down to the 8-yard line, and that'll be taken by Phillips. Jess Phillips is our kick returner today. And Jess Phillips with a 14 will be 31 on the kickoff return. And he'll, same thing, 25 yards to the 33 and a flag. So each kickoff is rolled the same, and each return is rolled the same. And a 15 on a K, and that's going to be a legal block on the offense. So let's see where that took place. 16 yards into the return. So he'll bring that out. So it's going to be Phillips. 16 yards, right, into the return. And then we'll have to back that up 10. So each team having some problems here with the penalties. And so New England now starts it off back at their 10-yard line. Ooh, that's not going to be good at all. So I need to change my thing over here between the goal line and the 10. Yeah, all right. So 13-13, as it's going to be Andy Johnson going on the outside right now. And a 23 is going to be CD. Andy Johnson, 42-18. CD, and he'll go 8 yards, and he'll get out of bounds. So a good run on first down by Andy Johnson, picking up 8 and getting out of bounds. And for Andy Johnson now, that's 14 carries for 61 yards. So he had a tough start here, but now he's getting a little bit better. All right, so I got a 2nd and 2 right now. Sam Bam going up the middle here on 2nd and 2 against CS. Oh, my gosh, that's going to be a 4 CS, and he'll power forward for 11 yards. And that's a first down. So each team starting off with a couple of good runs here. As Sam Bam Cunningham gets that up to the 33-yard line. Well, let's throw a pass here. Let's go Stingley on a medium pass. Let's see if we can catch lightning in a bottle. Although I'm going to go short pass to Francis. I doubt I'm going to roll 66s again. So we're going to go short pass on first down. And they are playing AS. Grogan with a chance to connect with Francis. 64. Francis. 17. And that's going to be incomplete. So Grogan cannot connect with Francis here. And so now it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Let's go Andy Johnson again on the outside. Shall we? Oh, maybe we can try. Oh, I forgot to look up. All right, so they're gonna play. We're gonna go screen pass. They're playing deep. We're gonna go screen pass, and we're gonna go screen pass to. Who do I want to dump this off to? I'm gonna go Don Calhoun. No, let's go Johnson. He's our main guy. So we're gonna do a fake handoff and dump a screen pass off. Alrighty, so they're going CD. So they're going to play deep on this one, CD. So here comes a screen pass. Grogan, 25, 9. And he'll get 8 yards on the play. So a little dump off here from Grogan to Andy Johnson will get 8 yards. And that's going to set up a 3rd and short right now. Well, we're going to go Sam Bam up the middle again, see if we can get those 2 yards. 43. They are playing BD. They're looking for the pass right now. Cunningham with a little bit of room up front. He's going to get it. 4. And we said that was BD, right? 4 BD. And he will pick up 13 yards. And that's a first down. So Sam Cunningham stumbling and bumbling forward for 13 yards to the Minnesota 46. Mike in the truck stops by. I saw that you put up a new video. I put that in my watch later. So I'm going to have to watch that tonight at the rink and check out some of the new additions to family football. Looking forward to checking that out. What do we got now? So we got a 1st and 10. We're going to go Don Calhoun on the run. Donnie Calhoun, 43 is BD. Donnie Calhoun, oh boy, 24 BD is not good. 24 BD is going to be a loss of a yard. So Calhoun hits that line and gets absolutely nothing on this play. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So now we got a 2nd and 11 on the 47. So we're going to be looking for a short pass to, let's go medium pass Stingley, right? Medium pass Stingley. And Jeff stops by while he's having some dinner. I just had some dinner, actually. Do you know what I had tonight, which is neat? The wife, she had a little salad and a little bit of chicken and broccoli and stuff. Chicken/broccoli. It wasn't chicken and broccoli. So it was just kind of the plain chicken. I said, you got any Red Hot sauce? I said, I want a little bit of something on the chicken tonight. So we couldn't find it. But she goes, oh, I do have this. Somehow she had some Chick-fil-A sauce. And I was like, I didn't know that Chick-fil-A sold the sauce in stores. And so I put a little bit on the plate. It was so good. It was like, I don't know what it was. It was like a honey, tangy barbecue thing. I just put a little bit on. I was like, oh, man, that was so good. That was so good. All right, so we got a 2nd and 11 medium pass coming up. Oh, boy, CD. They read this. That'll go BD. 41 from Grogan, 26 BD, and this is, Grogan's going to have to scramble. Whew, almost an interception. So Grogan takes off running. Grogan, a 54th. Oh, no, 36 on a CD. And Oh, boy, we got a fumble and a flag. So Grogan is hit, fumbles the ball. So let's check the fumble first. Things are just falling apart here for New England on this drive. So we have an F-16. It sounds like a fighter plane, and it is. 36, and oh boy, he's going to go 7 yards, and the receiver's going to pick it up actually. So he's going to go 7 yards. So 7, 10. So Grogan goes 7 yards, fumbles the ball. It's picked up by, I think it's Briscoe. And is Briscoe going to try to advance this? Yes, he is. So Briscoe is a 25. This is when it gets kind of crazy here. Nothing. So he's just going to fall on it. So the ball goes 7 yards. Grogan's hit and fumbles. It's recovered by New England, but let's check the flag. So we need to check the flag on this play. All this could be for nothing. And a 16 and 7 is going to be holding on the offense. So that is going to be all scrubbed out. So 10 yards for New England. Another flag against the Patriots. That's 9 penalties for 105 yards. Conversely, 3 for 25 for Minnesota. So this backs them way up now. This is going to be a 2nd and 21 now. So we're going to go a medium pass now to Russ Francis. All right, so they're going to play deep on this one here. 25 is going to be AD. Grogan for Francis, 43. Oh, boy, 29 AD. And he is sacked for an 8-yard loss. And, boy, the penalties have just destroyed New England here. Let's see who's going to get the sack. Oh, boy, a 10. It's going to be Carl Eller. We're going to give it to Carl Eller on the sack this time. And so Carl Eller will get the sack, and that is that. So 3rd and 29. So the drive started off so good, and now they're in the 3rd and forever. So we're going to go medium pass to Randy Vataha. All righty, let's see if we can get it going. Randy Vataha, 32. They're playing deep. So we got CD. This is not looking good. Grogan to Vataha, 13, 18 CD. And that will be incomplete. And so New England goes backwards here on this particular drive. If you can call it a drive, they lost 19 yards on the drive. And they will have to kick it away. So incoming to kick is Mike Patrick from his own 35-ish. He's backed up a little bit, obviously, behind that. And, ooh, a great kick by Patrick, though. That's going to be a 4. That's going to be the best kick he can make. And a 4 on a punt from his own 35 is going to be 54 yards. Wow. So Patrick comes in, booms this one, 54 yards. This is just what New England needed here, all the way down to the 11-yard line. And that's going to be taken by Leonard, what you talking about, Willis. And let's see what kind of return he can get. A 62 is 27 on the return. And he's just going to make a fair catch. He has no other choice but to make the fair catch. And, boy, that's a big kick. And now the Vikings are back to their own 11. So maybe the punter got New England back into this game. We're going to go McClanahan up the middle here on 1st and 10 from the 11. A 56 is A.S. McClanahan. 31 A.S. And he'll get 2 and a flag. 2 and a flag. 42 is encroachment defense. Why not? Why not just put another penalty on the New England Patriots? And it'll be encroachment. And the discipline here is just ridiculous today. So it's 1st and 5 now on the 16. So we're going to go short pass to Stu Voigt on 1st and 5. 42 is CS. That'll be BS. Tarkenton, 8 BS. That's going to be good. That's going to be good, I'm pretty sure. And short pass, 8 BS. 8 yards. And that's a first down. So Tarkenton to Voigt for 8th, and the Vikings are on the march again. Out to the 24-yard line. So we're going to go outside. Chuck Foreman, 12, CD, and forget it. Forget it. Foreman busts through the line. That's a K. Could he go all the way? 16 is a 16 on CD. And, well, no, he'll get 10 yards. That's okay. I thought it was going to be more than that. And Chuck Foreman picks up 10. Oh, let's roll for the first down. And, yeah, first down. All right, 10 yards for Chuck Foreman. And that's a first down out to the 34-yard line. So, again, New England has 110 yards in penalties. That's as many passing yards as they have and as many passing yards as the Vikings have. So it's just not going well right now for New England. Very undisciplined. So Sammy Johnson comes in, and he's going to go outside here to give Foreman a break. And 41 for New England is AS. Sammy Johnson, 15 AS. That's another good run. And that'll be good for 18 yards. And the New England defense is just falling apart right now here in the third quarter. This is 2 drives in a row that Minnesota is just walking down the field without any resistance at all. In fact, we're looking Sammy White on a long pass right now. That's just kind of how this is going. So we're on the defensive side of the 50-yard line, long pass. 1st and 10. And a 46 is AS. Tarkenton back. AS defense looking for Sammy White to 25. That's an 8. AS, right? 8 AS. And that's incomplete. Yes, incomplete. So that's the first right thing to go for New England here, as Sammy White could not get that pass. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Foreman going to go back to the ground here from the 48-yard line. 33, New England guesses correctly. AG. 55 though. 16, AG. And that'll be good for 8 yards. So Foreman will pick up 8 more. He's been a workhorse today. And that gives Chuck Foreman now 80 yards on the day on 13 carries. Working overnights is no fun, says Fenner. I used to do that. I did. I've done crazy shifts. I've done 2nd shift and 3rd shift. Now my shift is like this. It's up and down. I mean, I work a couple of mornings, early mornings, and then I work like tonight, tomorrow night. I got nights I work, and then I work sometimes during the day. When the play-by-play season is here, I work all the time, and I go from rink to rink. So, but I hear you. I'm hoping to play some APA baseball before work tonight. Yeah, you got to play a little bit. Even if you don't finish the game, just play a little bit, and it's something to look forward to. All right, McClanahan, 3rd and 2, going up the middle. New England playing CS. 42 is 14 CS. And he's hitting, he fumbles. He's hit, and the ball comes free. McClanahan is hit, and the ball is knocked free. Let's see who's going to get this. 56. And New England has the ball. McClanahan is hit. The ball comes free. New England, it's picked up by the right outside linebacker, which would be Pete Barnes. Pete Barnes. Now, will Pete Barnes try to return this fumble? Yes, he will. So Barnes scoops it up. And a 54 is a 36 on a return. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea, but we'll find out. Let's see, on a return. And he's going to get nothing, and there's a flag on the return, which you know is on New England. All righty, so McClanahan hit. The ball comes free way back behind the line of scrimmage, and I got a 16K, and that'll be a hold on New England. Well, they really can't hold if there's no advance, right? So there was no return. I don't know how you can hold if there's no return, if he just fell on the ball. So what I'm going to do is executive decision, and I'm just going to say that because he fell on it and there was on the return. See, I don't know how you can do that. I don't know how you can have a zero return and a flag and then have it be holding. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna say there's no holding because there was no return. That's just executive decision to make it feel right. All righty, so let's log this in. So McClanahan is hit, fumbles the ball, and New England recovers it. And jumping on it and just diving on it was who'd we say this was? Barnes? Yeah, Pete Barnes is going to jump on this for New England. No gain on the play. And so New England gets a huge break now as they recover the ball on the 44-yard line of Minnesota. So I think this is the second turnover of the game. Let me double check here. So, yeah, New England fumbled, but it went out of bounds. Minnesota's fumbled twice and lost both of them. Tarkenton, any interceptions here? No interceptions so far from either guy here. So no interceptions for Grogan and no interceptions for Tarkenton. Okay. So that's the second fumble of the day, and both were behind the line of scrimmage, leading New England in good field position. So here we go. New England ball now. Andy Johnson on the carry. It's a tie game, 13-13. And we got 61 here on the defense. A BS. Andy Johnson, 28 BS. Oh, that's not going to be good at all. And he's going to be hit for a loss, a 5-yard loss, and he's pushed out of bounds. So the Viking defense swarming, and they're going to push him out of bounds here. And it's going to be a 2nd and 15. Last time New England lost 19 yards. 19 yards they lost. All right, so they're going to be playing deep. I might go with a draw. No, they're not playing deep. So we'll just go. We're going to go another outside run. We're going to go to we're going to go Don Calhoun. 45 BS. 12, 27 BS. Not good again. And he's going to lose yards. Holy cow. New England now cannot do anything as they are just being knocked backwards one after another. It's a 3rd and 18. I mean, what do you do now? Russ Francis, medium pass. So you know they're playing deep, but holy cow, that's the second drive in a row between penalties and losses. They've gone backwards. So the Viking defense getting stronger as this goes along. Grogan, 62, 24 AD. That's going to be intercepted. Why not? Why not have an interception here, considering they can't get anything going? So it's going to be intercepted, a W65. And let's see what happens on the interception. Well, at least we don't have to punt. Oh, good, 22. W65. 43 yards, D10. So it's going to be picked off at the 5-yard line by the strong safety. Right. And he's going to return it. 43 is 29 on the return. So Jeff Wright makes the interception at the 5, and we said 3 is 29 on an interception return. And he's going to get knocked back for 2 yards. Oh, boy. So Grogan looking for Francis, and this ball is intercepted 43 yards down the field. It's going to be intercepted by Jeff Wright. And he's going to try to return it, but he's going to lose 2 yards on the return. And so Minnesota has it, but they're at the 7. So I guess that's as good as a punt, if you will. So now Minnesota has it on the 7-yard line. So New England defense going to try to hold them here for the field position game. So Grogan throws the first interception of this fake Super Bowl. We're going to go inside run to McClanahan. New England, 41, AS, 65, 25, AS, and absolutely nothing on the play. So New England defense is fired up a little bit right now. 2nd and 10. Chuck Foreman going outside. 16. AS, Chuck Foreman. 24. AS, and that's going to be absolutely nothing. So New England's defense finally stepping up here. They're not letting the Vikings run over them. And it's a 3rd and 10 right now. So we're going to have to go medium pass. And we're going to go to our backup tight end, Craig, here. Way to go, Craig. We're going to go medium pass to Craig. So Steve Craig's going to get in the game here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and 3rd and 10 from the 7. Oh, New England's ready for this. AD, although A's not that good for defense. And a 26 by Tarkenton, 16, AD, and that's incomplete. So Tarkenton comes up empty, trying to fire this off to Craig. Way to go, Craig. And they will have to punt this from the 7. Now, does New England come after it or not? That's going to be the thing. Do we come after the punt? He's punting from just inside the end zone. So a block on a punt would be the X7 or a 15. So does he have any 15s over here? No. Any 13s or 27s? No. So I don't think he can be blocked. But we can reduce the punt by 5 yards. And, yeah, we're going to come after. I know we can't block it. But we can reduce the punt by 5 yards. And we haven't been returning punts very well today. Well, what do I do here? If you can't block it, all right, because you need 30 or 15. 30 or 15 to block it. Or 13. Not really. All right, we're just going to let him kick. We're not going to come after. We're just going to let him kick. All right, so we're just going to punt it away. All right, so Claybo, 21 is a 12. And that'll go 44 yards on the punt. All right, so Claybo comes in, goes 44 yards on this kick. So it's on the 49-yard line, and New England will get a return, and it's going to be Haynes, Mike Haynes. Can he get a good return here? What do you think? 32, not really. 27 on the punt return, and he'll just make the fair catch. It would have been better off rushing that. So a fair catch here by Haynes, and New England will take it over now at midfield. So here's another chance. Can they go forward, or will they continue to go backwards here in the third quarter? 4:15 to play in this third quarter. New England with the ball. Cunningham up the middle. We need positive yardage here. All right, 62. AS, Cunningham. 24, AS. Nope, ain't going to happen. And it's another gain of nothing. So New England offense sputtering right now. We might just want to go back to the air as Cunningham gets absolutely nothing. 13-13 to score. The Vikings tying it here in the third quarter on a 66-yard pass from Tarkenton to Ahmad Rashad. Fred Cox, however, missed the extra point. Each team's missed an extra point in this game, and that's why it's 13-13. Very low-scoring game compared to that 68 Super Bowl we played, Jets and Colts. That was like 38-35. So this is more like it. All right, so we need to go short pass to Marlon Briscoe. All right, we're just going to go to the air, I guess, right? 35 is CS, and 53, 18 CS is probably incomplete, and it is. Wait. Yep, incomplete. All right, so Grogan's incomplete right now to Martin Briscoe. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from midfield to New England. Grogan 6 for 16 right now. We're going to go medium pass Darryl Stingley. We got to air it out. Nothing working here in the third quarter for New England right now. And so they're playing AD. Grogan, 9 AD. And, well, he's going to check this down to Andy Johnson for 3 yards. So Grogan checks it down to Andy Johnson for 3 yards, and they're going to be far short of a first down. At least they get the ball over midfield so they can punt from the other side. So Mike Patrick will come in and try to nail them deep as Kevin's listening on his drive home from work. I do that too, Kevin. I'll put on the YouTube on the iPhone and just kind of leave it in the tray, so I'm not watching it, but I'm listening, and I'll do that a lot on the way home from the rink, and it is kind of fun. That's why I try to do a radio broadcast when I do these things, so in case people are not watching it. Alrighty, so it's going to be 4th and 7 from the 48 of the Vikings. Mike Patrick comes in to try to nail the Vikings deep one more time, and it's going to be 6. That should be a good punt here. And that'll be, now he's going to put it out of bounds. So he's going to kick this one through the end zone, and not a good kick here, and the Vikings will be able to take this out to the 20-yard line. So Mike Patrick not getting the job done. So the New England offense and special teams sputtering here in the third quarter. 3 minutes of play in that third quarter, and it's Minnesota ball. We're going to look Bob Grimm on a short pass from the 20-yard line. We're going to bring in our third receiver here, give him some time in the game. New England's going to be playing AD on the pass. He's a C, so it's going to be a BD. Tarkenton, 25-16 on the BD, short pass, and that's going to be incomplete. So Tarkenton can't connect with Grimm. I think that's the first target of the game for Grimm. I could be wrong. And it's going to be a 2nd and 10. We're going to go Foreman on the run. I'm going to give it to the Foreman. Let's see what he can do. 43 is going to be BD. And 54, 36 BD. And he's going to be hit for a loss, a 4-yard loss, but we do have a flag. And seeing that, 80% of the penalties have gone against New England, I'm not surprised that this will too. 52E, and 7 is, no, holding on the offense. I am shocked. So that, we're going to decline that because that was a 4-yard loss on the run. So we're going to decline the penalty. We're going to give Foreman the 4-yard loss. We'll decline the penalty, and that's a 3rd and 14 right now. So we're going to go from the 16. So we're going to go medium pass to Sammy White. So New England playing deep here. 43 is going to give us a BD. Wait, 43 is going to give us BD, so it's going to be an AD. Tarkenton, medium pass. AD, and he connects with Sammy White. 6 AD, and that'll be good for 23 yards, and that's a first down. So Tarkenton coming up with Sammy White for 23 yards, and he's pushed out of bounds, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 39. So Minnesota keeping the ball rolling here. Sammy Johnson's going to come in and take a run to the outside, going against AG. And we have a 17 AG, and that'll be good for 9 yards. Holy cow. So Sammy Johnson comes off the bench, and he will pick up 9 yards. Is that a first down? Yes, it is. So give him 10. So 10 yards, and Sammy Johnson, first down out to the 49-yard line, and they are rolling. All righty, so Miller's going to come in and go up the middle. Robert Miller, we're going to get him a carry here. He's going up against a BS defense, and a 25 is 7 BS, and that's going to be good for a couple of yards as well. So everyone chipping in here for the Vikings right now in this tie game here in the third quarter, which is all Vikings right now. If I go to my game reports, Scroll down a little bit. Now, you can't see this because it's just the game doesn't let you do that. But let me see. New England here in the third period. Do they have 26 total yards by New England in the third? 143. 143 to 26. That's where we are right now in this third quarter. It's just been a disastrous third quarter for New England. All right, so I got a 2nd and 8. Chuck Foreman's going to carry this one. He's back in the game. AS, 31-17, AS, and that will be good for 11 yards. And that's another first down. So Chuck Foreman picks up 11. And that's going to get him, got to get him close to 100 yards today, as he's got 16 carries, 87 yards. 1st and 10. We're going to go short pass to our tight end, Stu Voigt. And 42 by New England is CS. We're going to make that a BS. Oh, he finds him. This could be gone. 2 BS on a short pass. Touchdown. 50 yards. We're going to make that 38 yards. And it's another touchdown pass by Tarkenton as he finds Voigt. And New England defense cannot stop anybody right now, and the offense can't move. And that's spelling disaster right now. So Voigt goes 38 yards on the 66 roll. Fred Cox comes in for the extra point to try to make it a 7-point game. Cox missed his last point of 46. It's a 22, and this one is indeed good. So Cox puts it through. And, boy, another long connection here by Tarkenton. And that puts the Vikings up 20-13 here. And Jim stops by. Hi, Jim. And he's playing Cardinals-Cubs in 83. 6-6, bottom of the ninth. What game are you playing, Jim? What like APA, Strat, Replay, Status Pro? What are you playing? All right, on the kickoff here from the P column, we got a 42. And a 42 on the kickoff is 57-0-10. So Cox is going to kick this off 57 yards. And it's going to be taken by, well, I think we said Phillips is going to get all the carries here today anyway. So Phillips is going to get it. 24 is 9. That's not bad. 32 yards. So a decent return by Phillips here of 32 yards. And that'll put the ball up at the 40-yard line. So New England, who has 26 total yards here, they're getting destroyed in this third quarter. They need to get something going. Alrighty, so we're going to go Andy Johnson outside, and that'll wrap up the third quarter here. So I got a BS. Andy Johnson. Oh, there we go. A K. Kenny, kick it into gear here. 43. 18. BS. 18 BS. That should be okay. Not really. 6 yards. I guess it's better than going backwards for 6 yards. So Andy Johnson picks up 6 yards. And that will do it in the third quarter. So a disastrous third quarter for New England has them trailing by 7. Is this my new field? Now, this is what I invented. I took the Super Bowl field and just replaced Raiders with Patriots, and that's all. And then I shrunk it down. So that's what it is. Oh, unless you're talking about this. No, my new field hasn't arrived yet. So this is still the old field. I'm waiting for the new field to arrive. Again, I don't like all this stuff up here. All that stuff that's underneath here, that's all from different games. And I don't use those games anymore. So I got a new one that's just generic. Because I'm using the helper now, I don't need stuff on the mat as much. All right, so let's kick off the fourth quarter here. New England, 2nd and 4. Sam Cunningham, and we're going to send him to the outside this time. So a 24 is BS, and Cunningham is 34 BS. Oh, boy. And he's going to fumble the ball. Cunningham fumbles the ball. This could be like the third or fourth turnover of the day for New England. And a 65, it's going to go, oh, it's going to be the ball's going to pop out 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be picked up by the running back, by Andy Johnson. Is he going to try to scoop and go? Yes, he is. So Cunningham hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Ball comes free. Andy Johnson picks it up as I dropped my pen and scared my dog and scared me too. Andy Johnson, 62 on the 24. Nothing. All righty. So he's just going to fall on it. So it's going to be Cunningham hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to fumble the ball. Andy Johnson's going to jump on it, and he's going to get absolutely nothing. And so it's now a 3rd and 6 for New England. Boy, I tell you, they're picking up. They played so good in that first half, and now it's absolutely nothing. Short pass, Russ Francis. Oh, and they're ready. CD. It's going to be a BD. Can Grogan come up with anything? No, not at all. In fact, well, he's scrambling. That ain't too bad. So CD, Grogan scrambling. No, another bad roll. Bad roll. This could be a fumble, too. 34, I think it is. Yep. That's another fumble for New England. Yeah, another F-17 fumble. So New England, Grogan scrambles, hits, he fumbles again. Can they get another miracle recovery here? I think they might. And yeah, he's going to scramble 13 yards. He's hit, the ball comes free. Andy Johnson gets it again. And this time he's just going to sit on it. So Grogan, what'd I say? He gets 13 yards on the scramble. So Grogan, let me see. We're going to go on the run. So he's a forced run. Grogan forced run, 13 yards. And he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by Andy Johnson. So 2 fumbles in a row by New England. And they've recovered them both. And out of that, they get a first down. Holy cow. So New England just getting some lucky bounces here on the fumbles, but they got to stop this. They really do. All righty. We're going to go medium pass Darryl Stingley. We need to get something a little deeper here. Oh, boy, and they're ready for it. CD. So it'll be a BD. Grogan. Oh, boy. 13 BD. And that'll be... Oh, no. Oh, incomplete. Whew. I think it's incomplete. So Grogan looking for Stingley. That'll be incomplete, almost intercepted. And that would be disastrous right about now. So we got a 2nd and 10. We're going to go on the ground. We might have to go back, although the ground hasn't been working, but neither has been anything else. So we're going to go short pass for Indy Vataha. We're going short pass this time. And the Vikings defense is right on top of this. They really are. 46-20. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, the Viking defense has just shut down New England here in the second half. Seriously, they've shut them down, except for that run there, 13-yard run. All right, 3rd and 10. Medium pass, Russ Francis. They are ready. That's 3 doubles. Did you see that? 3 double rolls in a row for the defense. And then 2 66s for Tarkenton. So the second half has been a disaster dice-wise for New England. And, yep, another terrible roll, incomplete. I don't even need to look. That's incomplete. So New England is incomplete. And what do you do now? I mean, nothing is working at all. I mean, the runs aren't working. We're going backwards. We're 4th and 10. Well, we're going to try to pin them deep as the Vikings have just taken over this game. They only lead by 7, but New England cannot move the ball against this Viking defense. So Patrick comes in. Ooh, that's going to be a good kick. It's going to be a 4. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So a 40-yard kick by Patrick has pinned the Vikings deep in their own zone. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 3. So a terrific job by the kicker as he puts them deep. And so now Minnesota has to work from their own goal line. So Tarkenton, short pass to Ahmad Rashad. Here we go. What are the chances that roll another 66? Oh, now we got a 44. Boy, the double's coming up here for both teams now. So A.D. Tarkenton, 32 A.D. It's a 20 A.D. And that's going to be incomplete. So Tarkenton, a quick out is incomplete to Ahmad Rashad. 2nd and 10 now. We're going to go McClanahan up the middle. Inside run. 51, New England playing run. A.G. McClanahan, 46 is 24. A.G. and he will get 2 yards. And that's all. So it's going to set up a 3rd and long here for the Vikings. 12:15 to play in the 4th quarter. It is 20-13 Minnesota. New England's hanging in there as Minnesota now has 300 yards of total offense. New England has 261 with 230 of those coming in the first half. So we got a 3rd and 8 right now. So we're going to swing a short pass out. We're going to go Chuck Foreman. All right, we're going to fake the handoff and dump it off to Foreman. Here we go. Short pass. Playing deep. 16. A.D. And 17 A.D. on a short pass. And he'll get 4. He'll dump it off to Foreman. He'll get 4 yards, but that'll be short of the first down. And that's going to bring out the punter. He'll be punting from the 9. And we're going to let him punt it away this time. So Neil Clabo comes in. He's going to try to boom this one away. He'll be standing on about his own goal line, trying to kick this one away. Inside the goal line, actually. All right, so we got a 15. And a 15 is 6. And a 6 is 55 yards. What a kick this is. So Neil Clabo gets his foot into this one just at the right time. And it's all the way back to the 36-yard line of New England. That's where Mike Haynes is going to take it. And he has not been that good on returns today. Nope. And he'll get a fair catch. He's just going to fair catch it. He doesn't want to mess around here. He's going to put it in the hands of the offense because the offense has done so well here in the second half. So here we go. New England somehow is still in this game. So if we look at the yards here in the third quarter again, New England with 32 total yards here in this third quarter to 192 by the Vikings, and somehow New England trails just by a touchdown. So 11.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. New England with the ball. We're going to go long pass to Stingley. We're going to try to catch lightning in a bottle here. So we're going to go long pass. Here we go. What kind of disaster will befall us here? 41. And that'll be 26. And he's going to scramble. So Grogan has to scramble here. See if he can pick up any yards here on a scramble. No, probably not. And he fumbles again. Grogan fumbles again. Right? 31. Oh, wait, CS. And Grogan fumbles even. he keeps fumbling. No matter what I roll, he keeps fumbling. So Grogan fumbles again on the scramble. And this time, it goes out of bounds. So Grogan somehow avoids it again. So he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. 4 yards. The ball goes out of bounds. And we're just going to say it went out of bounds. So 0. So there it is. So it's 2nd and 14 now. So just, whew, unbelievable. All right, we're going to go medium pass to Marlon Briscoe. We're going to keep it in the air. We need to move this ball, even though we're going backwards. So a 35, so they're playing deep here. So that'll be a CD. So it stays CD. 51, 9 CD. That'll be good for 2 yards. So we'll get 2. So he's going to just throw that off to Briscoe. Briscoe will catch it. He'll get 2 yards, and Minnesota's perfectly happy with that. And it's 3rd and 12. So we're going to go medium pass to Stingley, right? 53 is CD. That'll be a BD. Boy, I tell you, they can't roll. This is some suck rolling for New England right now. 26, and he's scrambling again. Can we get a 4th fumble from Steve Grogan today on a scramble? Another crap roll. Against CS, it's going to be 11. And nothing. He's going to scramble, get back to the line of scrimmage. So Grogan gets nothing. And New England, again, goes backwards, and they will have to punt it away. Time running out on the Patriots here. 10:15 to play. And, again, if I go to my game reports here, they got a total of 32 yards in that 3rd quarter, and they've had 9 in the 4th quarter. That's how you lose football games. All righty, Mike Patrick comes in, and 36. Oh, boy, this is not good. 36s are not good. 36s are not good. Oh, not too bad. Well, we got all kinds of craziness happening here. We got a 42-yard kick with a flag, and I'm not going to play an injury. So 42 yards and a flag. Maybe could they get a roughing the kicker by chance? 52Z. 9. Illegal formation on the offense. Let's back them up some more. All righty, so New England picks up another penalty. Illegal formation. How you do that on a kick, I'll never know. But it's going to be 4th and 17. So we'll kick it again. So Mike Patrick comes out. Back a little further now. And I probably should have done the return, right? No, we're just gonna go ahead with it. I should have done the return, and I didn't. 6 on this one now, and a 6 is gonna be 48 yards. So I screwed up on that. In case you're watching, I did screw up. I just went with a penalty, and I didn't check the return. So I just backed them up 5 and re-kicked. So I did mess that up, but it's too late to go back now. So what did we say? That was a 6. 48 yards. So he's going to come in and punt this one 48 yards. And that will be taken by Sammy White at the 23-yard line. Sammy White from the P column here is a 25 on the punt return. And absolutely nothing. Good coverage here by New England. So Sammy White is wrapped up for no gain. And so Minnesota now, the ball on the 23, they're going to try to grind some time off the clock. So McClanahan, we're going to send him outside this time. 34 on the defense. It's an AD. McClanahan, 10 AD on the outside will be 1 yard. It'll be 1. So McClanahan picks up 1. Time coming off the clock. 9:15 to go here in the 4th quarter. Sammy Johnson comes in. We're going to send him up the middle. And a BS. Oh, that's a good run. 44, another double. 16, BS. And he will get 6 yards on the carry. So speak to me. Sammy Johnson comes in. and picks up 6. Clock ticking away. Minnesota meticulously moving the ball. So now Foreman will come in, and he'll go outside. We're going to send big Chuck Foreman to the outside. 36 is BS. And there he's going to get it right there. 15 BS. And that's going to be good for 21 yards. And he's pushed out of bounds. So Chuck Foreman might have just put this game away here. 21 yards. And gets the ball out to New England territory. So, one of the poorest halves of football we've ever seen by a team here in the, quote, Super Bowl, and that's your New England Patriots. All right, so McClanahan's going to go up the middle on this one. We'll just do it on the ground. And 16 is 25 AS, and that'll be absolutely nothing for McClanahan. Time still ticking away here. 8 minutes to go. Chuck Foreman going to the outside. New England playing deep. AD 24-22 AD. And he will get 1. So Foreman will get 1 yard here. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 9 from the New England 48. Let's see if they're going to play deep. They are playing deep, so we're going to go with a draw play. And we're going to go to the draw, and we're going to give it to, we're going to give it to Sammy Johnson. We're going to fool them all. Give it to Sammy Johnson on the draw. All right, so New England is playing deep. A 45 is BD. So here comes the draw. 62 is 24 BD, and he will get 4 yards, but he's going to be short of the first down. So the draw to Sammy Johnson for 4 yards, and they're going to have to kick this one away. So they're on the New England 44, so here's a chance for Neil Clabo to get his job done and pin New England deep. So here it is. A 43 on the K column is a 26. 26 on a punt is 23 yards and a fair catch. So Clabo hit this one 23 yards to the 21-yard line. Not a good kick at all. And it's going to be a fair catch by Haynes. And so New England could have had really bad field position, but they get it on the 21. All right, here it is. 6:45 to play. Does Steve Grogan and the Patriots have what it takes to move down the field against this Viking defense? Here we go. We're going to go Sam Cunningham up the middle. BD. Cunningham. Yes, he gets a good run. It's a 4 BD. And he will go for 11 yards, and that's a first down. So Cunningham picks up 11. And New England is moving the ball for the first time since the first half. 1st and 10 on the 32. Andy Johnson going to the outside. CS 18 CS. And he will get, okay, he'll get 4. It's forward progress. That's what we need. Well, if you're a New England fan, that is. 4 yards for Johnson. All righty. 2nd and 6. We're going to go short pass to Randy Vataha. Short pass. Here we go. 34 is AG. 25, 9 AG. And that's going to be good for 12 yards to Vataha. Grogan finally completes a pass. And that's a first down. And New England now hurrying up to the line of scrimmage a little bit here. They want to try to conserve some time. So they're going to get up to the line of scrimmage. Andy Johnson going on the outside. They're up near midfield. CS. Oh, 24. CS. That's going to be nothing. Yep, absolutely nothing here. So Johnson hits the line and gets nothing on this carry. New England comes up again. We're going to do short pass to Marlon Briscoe. And the 24 is BS. Grogan, 63, 31, BS. And that's incomplete, but we do have a flag. We do have a flag on the play. 41. And that's intentional grounding on New England. So, it gets better. Intentional grounding on the Patriots. Steve Grogan. Where is intentional grounding? Where is intentional ground? There it is. So it's 3rd and 20 now for the Patriots. And so we're going to go medium pass, Russ Francis. So here we go. From the 38-yard line, it kind of comes down to this. Nope. Ain't going to happen. And that's going to be incomplete. So Grogan to Francis, incomplete. So again, penalties. Again, 12 penalties for 125 yards. 3 penalties for the Vikings for 25. So discipline has cost New England Patriots this game, as well as just poor play in the second half. So Mike Patrick comes in. 13K, that'll be an 8 on a punt. And an 8 on a punt is going to be 45 yards on the kick. So Patrick comes in, 45 yards on the punt. And it's going to be taken by Sammy, speak to me, Sammy White. And 65 for Sammy White is 26 on a punt return. And he's going to lose a yard here on the punt return as he tries to do a little bit of a dance. And he gets caught and he loses a yard. So that's where we stand right now. 4:30 to play. Vikings looking to grind out this clock and skate away. Yeah, New England can't get out of their own way right now. Did you see the dice rolls? I threw 366s for the Vikings in this half. And New England's rolling about as poor as you can roll. They fumbled 3 times, got it all back, but they fumbled 3 times. It's just been a disaster here for New England. And Minnesota's only got 3 points in this half. That third quarter, they went all the way down and took the lead. Oh, maybe they got 2. Let me see. What's my quick box score? So they got 2 in the third quarter. They took the opening kickoff and went a minute and a half. They got a 66-yard pass and then a 38-yard pass. So, yeah, that's where it is right now. So McClanahan up the middle. We're just going to take some clock time off, burn the clock. And 34 is 35 AD, and 3 yards and a flag. And guess what this flag is going to be? 6. Holding on the defense. Why not? And the fans in New England are just groaning right now as just everything could go wrong is going wrong for them here in the second half. So 1st and 10 now on the 21. We'll go Chuck Foreman on the ground. And so BG here, 31 BG is 17 BG. And that will be, holy crap, really? He'll get 10 yards. And that'll be a first down. So Chuck Foreman gets a first down. And the Vikings are on their way to their first Super Bowl win. We're going to go Robert Miller up the middle on 1st and 10 against AG. 13 AG, it's a 19 AG, and he will get 1. Well, 1 is still 1. That's going to be Robert Miller going on that one there. 3:15 to go. Another couple of first downs, and this one is over. And so we're going to go back to McClanahan up the middle. Just kind of playing it close to the vest right now. And a 14 is going to be 33 AD. Right? 33 AD. And, oh no, he fumbles. He's hit, and the ball comes loose. Could New England have gotten the ball back? Let's find out. 31 on the 25. And yes, New England recovers the ball. It is the middle linebacker, Sam Hunt. And a 6 on the return. Where is it? And oh my gosh, and he returns it 28 yards. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So McClanahan is hit and fumbles the ball behind the line of scrimmage, just a yard. And it's picked up that we said, what did we say? Was it Sam Hunt? And he goes 28 yards to the 3. Are you kidding me? And we just said this game was over. Sam Hunt scoops it up and goes 28 yards. And New England, first and goal on the 3 with 3 minutes to play. What a turn of events. The Vikings were cruising to the win. All they needed to do was get a couple of first downs. New England jars the ball free. Sam Hunt picks it up, and he's tackled at the 3-yard line. Well, I don't know if New England's cheating. Look at the referees. 130 to 25 are the penalties. 130 to 25. So I don't want to hear about any cheating. All righty. Grogan's going to take it himself. That's what we're going to do right now. So on the, where are we going to go here? Where are we going to go? So on the 3, although Grogan's fumbled so much today. He really has. No, we can't have Grogan. We're going to go Sam Cunningham up the middle. I mean, Grogan has just fumbled so much. Or do we go to Ike Forte? We're gonna Sam Cunningham's the man. We gotta go to Sam Cunningham. All right, so 36. So they're playing BS. Cunningham 21, 22, 22, and he gets a yard. So the Vikings defense not giving up yet. He'll get a yard, and yeah, we'll put it there. So 2.5 minutes of play. It's 2nd and goal to 2. Don Calhoun comes in. We're going to roll the dice, no pun intended, and we're going to go to Don Calhoun. Andy Johnson is on the sidelines right now. We're going to go... Do I want to go inside or outside? I think I'm going to go inside. I just need a couple. Even one would be good. Don Calhoun now. CJ, Don Calhoun, 46-22, CG. And nothing. He is stopped for no gain. Don Calhoun, absolutely nothing. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. New England has the ball. 3rd and goal from the 2. They're down by 7. We need to try to sneak it. We need to sneak it. So Grogan's going to take it on the sneak. They were gifted this. The New England offense was gifted this chance to tie it by the defense. And here we go. So they are going... Here we go. And Grogan! Okay. 66. Grogan. Oh, he's got to get in. And he will score. Grogan gets in for the touchdown. Steve Grogan gets it. Let me just double check something here. And, yeah, they get in with a 20 just to make it fair. And Grogan cashes in for the touchdown with 1:54 to play, and now I'm going to be late for work. Unless John Smith can't hit the extra point. So on 3rd and goal, Grogan keeps it himself. And he punches it over the line. And now it's the all-important extra point. We've missed 2 of them today. John Smith comes in. Here we go. New England with a fumble recovery and a touchdown with under 2 minutes to play. John Smith, 61 to 39. Good! It goes through the uprights as we're holding our collective breaths here on the East Coast. And the game is tied at 20 to 20. Yeah, 2-point conversion. I don't know what I would have done. I mean, they're not moving the ball, so that means you got to go for it. But at the same time, because they're not moving the ball, Boy, so New England, holy cow, 130 penalty yards for New England. If I look at the yards here, New England had 32 total yards in the 3rd and 39 in the 4th. So they've had a total of, 71 yards in this half. Meanwhile, it's been like 240. So 240 to 70 here in this second half. And somehow we're tied at 20 to 20. Oh, my gosh. So here we go. John Smith will come in for the kickoff. And a 46 is going to be 23. So 23 is, it's a short kick. 51 yards, a very short kick. So John Smith kicks this off 51 yards, and that'll be taken at the 14-yard line by 51 was 09. So that's the first guy, right? So that's going to be Sammy White. Sammy White, what kind of return could Sammy White get? A 31 is a 10, and he will get 25 yards. So Sammy White, 25 yards on the return, and that's where we stand. So 1:44 to play. We're tied, folks. It's 20 to 20 here in our What If Championship game number 11. So Tarkenton leads the Vikings out here. He says, I want to start this off with a run. I want positive yards here. Alrighty, a 26 on the defense. AS, Chuck Foreman, 17, AS. And he will gain 9 yards. He does get out of bounds. And he gets 10. That'll be a first down. So Chuck Foreman picks up 10, and he gets out of bounds. So we got 1:34 to play. Yeah, you dropped in just in time here. Vikings are marching here. They're at midfield. Can the New England defense hold them or not? All right. Medium pass to Ahmad Rashad. Tarkenton says, I want to get this done right now. 63 for New England. AD, they're waiting for this. Tarkenton to Rashard. Oh, and he finds him. 6 AD. And that's good for 24 yards. Tarkenton to Ahmad Rashad for 24 yards. And the clock continues to run. 1:04 to play. They're now in field goal range for Fred Cox. McClanahan going up the middle against AG. McClanahan. Oh, he's going to get a good roll here. 2 doubles in a row. Did you notice that? Yes, I did. Oh, I got 33s everywhere. So I got a 6 AG, and that'll be good for, he's going to get 11 yards. Are you kidding me? And it's all but over now as Minnesota has come back and driven this down the field. New England electing not to take the timeouts right now. And so it's 1st and 10 on the 16. Fred Cox warming up on the sidelines. We're going to go Sammy Johnson up the middle. We're going to bring in him. Everything else is kind of tired right now. 54. It's going to be 45. It's going to be a 20. And he'll get 1. So he'll get 1. So it's going to be Johnson. Sammy Johnson will get 1. And now we're going to call a timeout. So we're going to go like this. All right, we got 28 seconds to go, and Minnesota will call a timeout. 2nd and 9 on the 15. We're going to send McClanahan up the middle. We want to get a little closer for Fred Cox. We really do. Any gain at all. Any gain at all. So AG. 26. AG. It's a 24. And he'll get 2. I think, yeah, 2. 2 yards, and that's what we're going to call it right now. All right, so McClanahan gets 2 yards. We're going to bring it down to about 3 seconds and call a timeout. Here it is, folks. 3 seconds left in Minnesota. We'll call their second timeout, and Fred Cox comes in. The Nerf man comes in, folks. This is what you wanted to see. It's 20-20. Fred Cox has missed an extra point in this one. The Vikings have dominated the second half. They get 2 touchdowns, but on a fumble, they coughed it up, and that allowed New England to tie the game. Yeah, New England needs a miracle now as the Vikings have just marched down the field on this tired New England defense. And so, from the 13-yard line, it's going to be a 30-yard attempt. Fred Cox from 30 yards out to win the game for the Vikings. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Fred Cox, a 51 is an 18, and an 18, it is good. And Cox has won the game for the Vikings. From 30 yards out, it is good, and that is that. And the Minnesota Vikings have won this one. Exit now. Let's see. Click no to return. Yes to exit. Won this one 23-20. Fantastic, fantastic game. Had all the ups and downs that you could want. We have heroes. We have goats. And that is that. That was an absolute blast. So, Fred Cox gets carried off the field by his team. Oh, man. Yeah, so the Vikings finally get it done. And it was Tarkenton going right down the field on that last drive. Let me check that last drive here. Quick drive summaries. And so Minnesota, on that last drive, they went 48 yards in 5 plays. 10-yard run, 24-yard pass, 11-yard run, and then 2 short runs and a field goal. So, I mean, 2 runs for 21 yards and a pass for 24. That's basically 45 yards. So that's half the field. So the New England defense just couldn't stop them. But, boy, what a game that was. And, again, the big key here is New England. I mean, 96 yards in the first quarter, 111 in the second, and then they went 32 and 39. They just went flat. They had the ball for 6:45 in the third. They just were 3 and out. They owned the time of possession in the first half. Second half, different story. Fun times. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks. That was fun. Again, that's one of the many games I want to play here with Apple Football. Some of the what ifs and the who could haves and the who should haves and the whole bit. So this was one of them. How would New England do in the Super Bowl? Well, they got there and they made it fun at the end, especially with that fumble recovery and return. But in the end, Fran Tarkenton and Chuck Foreman and Sammy White and Ahmad Rashad were just too much. And so, again, Tarkenton with a couple of long passes. Grogan had the one long pass, and that was about it. So, good times here, folks. Good times. So, anyway, so the final score again. At the buzzer, it was the Vikings 23 and the Patriots 20 here in our What If Super Bowl 11 game. So, that's great. So now I got to figure out what if project I want to do next. That was a good time. Apple football's always a good time. I don't know what it is about this game, but it's just a good time. So, anyway, All right, so I'm Dave. I got to pack up. I got to start getting ready to go to work tonight. And we'll talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll be on late tonight. Let's see how long it takes me to get out of the rink tonight. I got playoff games. They could go like extra innings. They can go forever. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk to everybody later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.